My next guest is coming off a really close fight this past weekend at UFC London, ultimately losing a decision to Carlos Solberg. We wanted to get him on here to talk about the fight because we haven't heard from him, and that is former UFC champion Jan Błachowicz. Jan, thank you so much for doing this. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Back to Poland, spend time with family, so I'm good. I don't feel, no injuries, just small, 3 stitches here, and that's it. So I'm good.
It had been a while since you fought in the cage, and we didn't see you fight, obviously, last year because of the issues that you had with your shoulder. How did you feel in there? I wanted to start there first because I think there was some question of, would you be slower? How would the time off affect you? But I thought you put on a very good performance. How did you personally feel in there compared to some of your other fights?
I feel great, I feel good after so long break and after this 2 surgeries. I feel very good. My cardio was good. I have a lot of fun inside the octagon, so I was happy. I enjoy it every minute inside the octagon. So I was just happy that I can be there again. And that is very important for me. That I feel this is what I want to feel. I feel joy to be inside the octagon. Again, because I don't feel pain. I can do like I would want to do. So that is only one thing what I don't feel like I would like to feel the distance. I cannot catch the pretty good distance. Maybe that's why, because he was very very quick on his feet. Maybe that was the reason, but I don't. Normally, I feel much better. I know when to punch to hit clear and strong punches. This time was a little bit worse for me. Only this part of the fight.
Right. Yeah. Understandable. What was the game plan going in, and do you feel like you executed it in the fight?
Yeah, game plan was to kick his, use my calf kicks, put pressure on him, be careful on his left hand. One thing what I don't do with my game plan was that I don't looking the takedowns, because of this, because I don't feel good distance and good timing to do it. That was one thing what I don't do. What we prepare, when we want to, in the end of the runs, try to catch him and take him down. So I tried to just one time, but he defended very well. So I start punching again, and then that's it. So pressure, kick, a lot of low kicks and clinch. That was game plan. So I do almost everything, just not clinch.
Right. Looking back now, do you think you would have tried for some takedowns, knowing what happened with the scorecards, or is it just one of those things you would have?
For sure, I would maybe now, but now I can talk a lot of things what I can do better.
Right, for sure. It's much easier
now
after the fight. Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. So I think at home, people watching, if people scored the fight for you, they would have scored the first round and the third round for you. Is that how you felt going to the scorecards? Like, what was your thoughts when you went to the judges' scorecards?
I know the fight was close, I feel it, but I think that I make a little bit more than he, than Carlos do. I think that I put more pressure on him. That I want to fight. I try to catch him all the time. I try to use my full power every punch. What I do, it was like very strong. So I feel that okay, fight is close, but this time it's for me for sure. But wasn't so.
Yeah, no, and I know.
I don't know why. Maybe now when I'm thinking about this, maybe he throw a lot of light punches, a lot of them. Like I don't feel it. That was like,
yeah.
And maybe they score this. They think that I don't know why. Maybe that's what that. He's still the point, throwing a lot of very light punches. This is my one idea why they give the win to him.
You told me you haven't rewatched the fight yet. I imagine you're planning to rewatch it at some point this week.
Yeah, for sure I will watch it. Now I just back home to Poland, spend time with family, and for sure I will watch it. Later. But my team, my coach, everybody what I spoke who watched the fight, they tell me but it is what they won the fight. But it is what it is. What can I do? Nothing right now. So I'm not thinking about this.
Did you know there's a website called MMA Decisions where where media members can submit their scorecards? So 4 media members had scored the fight for you, 8 had scored it for Olberg. Kind of like you said, a close fight. But were you aware of this? Did you know that there's a site where the media posts their scorecards?
I see something, but I don't check it. Like
Yeah.
I saw something on internet, but I don't check it. Like
Okay.
Don't read it.
But what's been the feedback like? I was going to say, because you have a lot of fans, obviously. I imagine you've got a lot of feedback with people feeling like you did win the fight, because that's what I've been seeing too on social media.
Yeah, I have, like 95% of messages is, that I won the fight.
Yeah.
Just 5 is like 5% of these messages is that Carlos won the fight.
Have you spoken to the UFC at all since the fight ended? Did you or your manager speak to them, or has there been any talk since the fight? I guess is my question.
No, we don't talk.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
For sure we're gonna spoke about, but now it's just it's too late.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Leave,
yeah.
Also, I am I cannot leave decision for referees. Not I cannot do it like this. I need to finish my opponents before the time.
Yeah. No.
This is the most important thing.
Again, I know we're so fresh off this fight, but do you have an idea when you want to fight again? Because I know you didn't fight last year. I'm sure you want to keep active. Is there like an ideal time you would want to have your next fight?
No. Yeah, for sure. I would like to fight again. For sure, one more fight in this year. So we will see. Now I've got some, different things to do. I need to do some things, and also I need, just I want to rest a little bit, and we start looking at another, option for fight. So yeah, for sure in this year I will make another 1, maybe 2 fights. We will see how I'm gonna feel.
How much time would you want off? Like, again, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but are you thinking kind of after summer or in summer? When would be like the best time for you to return? Because you are a family man. You got to enjoy your time with your family as well, too, right?
Yeah, I've got some plans,
Okay. When you say plans, are you talking like trips or what? Like, without revealing too much, what
trips, vacation. I've got like some, I'm boring with that, but I've got prepare some mountain trips.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, no, that's fun. That sounds cool. So.
Yeah, some something like this. So I think that's gonna be second part of the year.
Okay, second part of the year. That makes sense. Is there an opponent in mind? I know there's a couple fights that are booked. We've got obviously the Jamahal Khalil Rountree fight. That would be a fresh matchup, fighting one of those guys. Yuri won obviously his last fight. I don't know if that's an option. What are you kind of looking at for your next opponent?
We will see. Now I know that he pushed me a little bit. Down in ranking, so I don't know what they're gonna give it to. Maybe Volkan Ozdemir, he fight against him, also he lose. So maybe he will be good option for next fight. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think
Volkan Ozdemir, you said, sorry?
Yeah.
Volkan. Okay, yeah.
Ozdemir. Yeah.
Okay. I was double checking that as well. And do you think they're going to do Ankalaev and Pereira the rematch? Because it kind of seems like they're leaning that way, unless they want to throw Yuri in there, because Yuri's obviously coming off a big win over Jamahal. What do you think is going to happen next with the light heavyweight title?
We'll see. Ankalaev, he won't fight against the Pereira again, so I think it's possible we're gonna see the rematch.
Yeah. What did you think of the first fight? Because I know you and I spoke before that fight happened with Ankalaev and Pereira. Pretty surprising that Ankalaev won just with striking on Pereira. What did you make of Ankalaev's win over him? What did you think of his performance?
It was a good fight. I still don't watch the fight. But
oh, you haven't watched it? Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah.
Still don't watch it. I will watch it. My fight and his fight, maybe next week.
Okay.
But I hear that he was a good performance. He used his, stand-up skills, but also he used some wrestling. Maybe he don't take down, don't put Pereira on the floor. But anyway, they'll do some clinch. So he used some wrestling skills, but he was just better in this, in this night. So I always say that before fight, I say that there is like 50-50 for me, with little more maybe on Pereira's side. But when fight was closer and closer, I think that. I think maybe Ankalaev can do it because, Pereira was like, that was happening in media. When I watched it, I said, don't focus on the fight. He focused about everything, but not on the fight. That was in my head.
Okay.
When I saw what's happened around him. And I say that's maybe gonna be bad for him, and maybe Ankalaev will be more concentrate about the fight, and he's gonna win, and he did.
Did you see the main event of your card with Leon Edwards and Sean Brady? Did you watch the fight?
I see just finish.
Okay.
Submission, but
Okay.
I don't see the whole fight.
Okay, that makes sense. We mentioned the Jamahal Khalil Rountree fight that's coming up April 26th. It's a big fight in your division. Who do you see winning that fight? Because that's obviously a big one in your weight class.
I think there's gonna be a good fight. Both they are stand-up fighter, and they like to fight in stand-up. So I think, I don't know, 50-50. But Rountree is a tough guy. Very 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 tough. So maybe he can beat the Jamahal.
Does your timeline change in terms of how much longer you want to keep fighting based after Saturday's performance? Like, are you still kind of on the same line of thinking of how much longer you do want to fight?
No, that was also one of my questions when I go to inside the octagon. How I'm gonna feel it? I'm gonna have joy inside over there, and I have a lot of fun. That was happen in the arena, the crowd, the what's in the fight week when I see the whole UFC crew. That was amazing for me, and I enjoy again a lot. And that was so I have answer what I looking. I want still doing that for couple more times for sure.
Okay, a couple more fights, you think, or a couple more years? Do you think?
Couple more for me. Couple more fights. It's couple more years. Because
that's true. Yeah, no rush. Yeah.
I'm not rush, and when I was younger, 4 fights in the year, 5 fights in the year, no problem. Now it's a little bit different, so 2 fights in the year, it's okay.
You fought in London for this card. Do you like fighting sort of overseas, or do you want to fight in the U.S. again, in Vegas or New York or anything like that?
Yeah, everywhere in the world. This fight I would like to. I just want to make here, close after this break. But now I can go to Vegas, to Brazil, everywhere. I like travel. I like to be in new places, traveling and stuff like this. So also, thanks to my job, I can do it. So yeah.
Do you think you'll come to International Fight Week this year? You were there last year. It seemed like you had a good time, not fighting, getting to just be part of the fan experience.
Yeah,
do you want to do that again?
We were talking about this with UFC, so I hope someone gonna be there.
I hope so too. I'll be there. We can maybe we'll play some video games this time because I know you like playing the old video games. We'll get Mario Brothers or something. What about that? That would be fun.
So, no problem.
That sounds good. There you go. You said it on camera, so it's got to happen. One other thing I wanted to ask quickly. You've spoken to me in the past about maybe fighting at heavyweight. Is that something you still want to do, or do you think you'll finish your career at 205?
I also that was. Because I don't cut my weight a long time, so I don't know how it's gonna be. It's gonna be harder, same, or I don't know. And the weight cutting was easy, so I stay in 205.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, my last question. We do this every interview. What's your sleep score last night on your Garmin watch? I got a good one.
Very bad.
Really bad?
Very bad.
How low? How low?
Very
Let's
bad
see.
Because I come back.
The time difference and everything.
I come back to my hometown, and yesterday I see my family. And that was like small party.
Yeah. Oh, so you had some fun. So you're hungover today, is what you're saying?
A little bit,
but you still did the interview. I appreciate it. What's your score though? Here, I'll show you mine. I got 94 last night on my sleep one.
94. So I have like
let's see.
66 was yesterday.
66.
So anyway, not so bad.
That's a good score actually. It's above 50%, right? So I mean, it could be worse,
66
right?
After
56. Yeah.
Whole bottle of whiskey.
Whole bottle of whiskey. Wow, look at you. What type of whiskey you drink? Probably not proper 12, right? What are you drinking?
No, there was a proper 12. I don't want to make commercial.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, well, we'll keep that secret. You should try Canadian whiskey. We've got some good whiskey up here. So.
Okay, I will try it for sure.
Yeah,
bring one to
international fight. I don't know. They get really weird about bringing alcohol across the border, but maybe I could find one. Maybe I could find a Canadian whiskey in Vegas and give it to you. How about that?
Okay. Maybe I'll find some in Poland also.
The UFC might kick me out, but whatever. We'll make it happen. So that's good. Jan, thanks so much for doing this. I know it's the evening time. I know you want to spend time with your wife and kids, so I really appreciate it. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
I want to thank UFC for this fight because there was anyway it was amazing night for me. Carlos for fight. Wish him a lot of respect to him and wish him best in future. All fans who in arena and who watch the fight and for this lot of messages with the support after this fight. It's like never before. So thank you for that. And it's not the end. I still in the game.